lavender. And you know, the lavender as a plant itself is not only beautiful, but it invites the pollinators and butterflies to your garden. It adds that unique purple color. And once again, you know, in the color purple, what's that saying? If you see purple in the garden, you know, stop to enjoy it, because it is just such a standout color. So here's your opportunity for the Cottage Farm 2-piece big time duet lavender live plant. We're offering them at $29.98, 3 payments of $9.99. Imagine being able to grow beautiful fragrant lavender in your garden or yard and have it just spread out across the fields, like you saw in that video.
Beautiful.
So pretty.
And this is not just, so I saw that price. These are actually 4 plants, because what we're doing for you is we're putting 1 white and 1 purple in each pot.
Okay.
So I am so excited about that. That's why when you look here, you're seeing kind of a two-tone color. So really unusual, really unheard of. Even just white lavender. I mean, I go to lots of garden stores and I never see white lavender. Of course, we love the lavender color, lavender. You know, the traditional lavender is so stunning a color, and it's set atop this silvery foliage, these leaves, and that's really, you get the scent. Interestingly, the fragrance in the lavender comes from both the leaves and the flowers, and so not all plants are like that.
Look at that.
And so this is what you get. So it's also really strong, really big, hardy plant that is a 2-in-1 already planted in here for you. So you don't need to figure out, well, do I put the white towards the back or to the right, or where do I put it? It's gonna mix and mingle and intertwine and look so stunning and beautiful.
So you get 2 actively growing plants. Each one will have 2 different colors of lavender inside. So it's basically, like you're saying, getting 4 for $29.98, 3 easy pays of $9.99. These are perfect for your borders, for wherever you want some lower color. We have them spread around the perimeter of the pool, encouraging the pollinators to come in, and the butterflies and all that. And once again, the fragrance on this is incredible. When you dry them, and you can make little sachets for them, or you know, use them to fragrance like places in your house. I mean, they're just you know what lavender smells like. It's a calming, you know, kind of spa-like fragrance. Imagine growing it in your own yard.
Oh, and you know, I love, people say, when do I clip it? Clip it whenever you want. You're going to have these amazing flowers that pop up in the summer, and they will bloom for you all summer long into the fall. And then in the fall, they'll die back naturally. So clip them before then. So the pollinators get the use out of them all summer long, because they are really a big pollinator plant.
Our lavender, like I said, that's near the pool, it looks like the bush is alive.
Yes.
Because there's so many pollinators that are in there, and you can just see them working and busily kind of spreading all the joy around the area. And they're, you know, the peaks of these spires kind of cascade and move in your garden. I mean, look how gorgeous the color is with the other green in there. 200 now spoken for, and 94738 is the item number. This, I feel like, is a must-have. And can you still grow these in containers too?
Absolutely. So these are more of a compact lavender. They get to be about 24 inches tall. So they're a nice, decent shrub in the garden, but they're not too big so that when a big summer rainstorm comes, they don't flop over. So this is nice. You can absolutely put them in containers. When you do get them home, I would start with a 12-inch container. Unless you just picked up those white knockouts. And I pulled them over here because roses and lavender are amazing companion plants.
Oh, nice.
You know, they love the same soil conditions, they love sun, and I was thinking this white lavender with that white knockout rose. Now the rose would be taller than this because it's going to be about 4 feet tall, but in front of the lavender would look so beautiful.
So pretty.
And so you're also filling in those spaces under the roses because you are creating a garden.
Well, and I always ask you about the container gardens, because both my daughters have homes that don't have yards, so they use the containers on their front porches or on the steps and on their deck. So this way, you know that this can go either way, and they're just beautiful. They're beautiful, they're fragrant, they invite the pollinators, they give you a gorgeous, gorgeous silver foliage, which is something that you don't see. Now we have that other.
I know! we have Dusty Miller. We've got all these silver foliage plants. And a little tip is, if you know that it has that silver foliage, it does not like wet feet. So that's really the biggest growing tip with lavender is that it is a plant that loves to be dry. So think about the climates where it's usually growing. So keep, overwater. When people, that's the biggest way that people kill it is by overwatering. So ignore it. This is that kind of plant that likes to be ignored. And it is really one of those plants too that is so versatile, because in my garden and probably yours, the foliage stays evergreen in the winter. So it doesn't die back. So you don't have just a hole in your garden all winter long, especially if you have it on a walkway or somewhere where you go outside regularly in the winter, walking to your car. Put it there so you can brush against it when it's blooming in the summer, but then also in the winter, so it's not just bare mulch. I mean, it's so beautiful.
It is a gorgeous plant, and an opportunity again to get both the white and the lavender in the big time duet. We're offering these at $29.98, 3 easy pays of $9.99.
And fertilizer, so any plant you want to bloom its head off like this lavender, please pick up our Cottage Farms Bud and Flower Booster. So this is a little different than our rose fertilizer. So pick that up and it will feed those lavenders.
Love it, thank you. And then talk to us about the Cottage Farms Direct Guarantee.
So we are